Hi, everyone, and a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. I am Tony Abatey, and we are live here at Pittsburg High School. It's the Fort Scott Lady Tigers taking on the Pittsburg Lady Dragons, and already underway here at Pittsburg High School. Pittsburg with the basketball, and it looks like they threw it towards the sideline, but it was knocked out of bounds by Fort Scott. So it'll stay with the Lady Dragons here again, just underway here in the first quarter. Again, thanks for joining us this evening here on Duckbait TV.
Substitution for the Tigers, number 25, J.C. Rogers.
So your starters tonight for the Tigers, and they've just had a substitution here, but the starters tonight, 5'6" sophomore Abby Gorman, 5'6" senior Raven Kegler, 5'6" junior Allie Brown, 5'9" senior Keegan Yarick, and also 5'11" junior Kylie Comstock. We've got a whistle here, and it looks like the first foul of the ball game is going to be called on Keegan Yarick of the Fort Scott Lady Tigers. And it will result in free throws here for Jacqueline Hall. She is a senior for Pittsburg. Starting also Ava Hurt, a junior, Gabrielle White, a junior, Odessa Reed, a junior, and Alyssa Hotsey, a junior as well. Both free throws good for Hall. And that'll make it 2-0 in favor of Pittsburg here at the early part of this one. Quick bucket there for the Lady Tigers, as Keegan Yarick will get the assist. The bucket goes to Kylie Comstock. Three-pointer on the way from Pittsburgh. That one does not go. That was Hurt with the missed three, and then we got a whistle on the rebound. It looks like I believe they called alternate possession. Inbounds play, long two on the way, and that one rattles home for Pittsburgh. Do want to mention that J.C. Rogers is in the game now. J.C., 5'3" sophomore for the Lady Tigers, and now a steal by Pittsburgh. They'll take it the other end, and a missed shot rebounded by Yarick for the Lady Tigers.
Tiger basketball.
So 4-2, Pittsburgh with the lead. Fort Scott with the ball. Inbounds play goes right into Comstock, but you missed the shot. Rebound, Hall for Pittsburgh. Will come the other way. 5:18 to play here in the first quarter. Ball goes to the corner. Now back up top. It comes to Hotsey. Round it goes to Hurt. She'll bring it back to the top of the key. Man-to-man defense here early on from the Lady Tigers. Now drive to the bucket. Shot there. Does not go. Rebound, Yarick. And ahead it goes. It was knocked out of bounds, I do believe. Another missed shot there for Fort Scott off the inbounds play. Tough luck, 4.5 to play here in the first quarter. Shot there by White is no good. Hall is no good. And Fort Scott will come back the other direction with it. They'll get it inside, back outside. Allie Brown for three. Swish! So Allie Brown hits a three-pointer. Kylie Comstock will get the assist on that one. We head towards 4 minutes, 4:11 to go, and the Lady Tigers are out in front for the first time tonight. Hall's got it, kicks it over left side to Hurt. Now back to Hall. Drives in, shot from the left side is no good. Rebound taken by Fort Scott. Comstock chased it down there. Quickly ahead, but a quick turnover. And now looks like foul on Fort Scott. 35 to play in the first quarter.
Foul sergeant number 2, Abby Gorman, first personal.
So foul is on
Second team foul.
Gorman.
Entering the game for the Purple Dragons, number 11, Sophia Hertrick.
Sophia Hertrick will check in for Pittsburgh. She's got the ball right now. She's a sophomore for the Lady Dragons. Pretty young squad for Pittsburgh. Shot there, no good. Rebound, Fort Scott. They'll come back the other direction.
Substitution for the Purple Dragons, number 21, Tessa Reed.
Fort Scott trying to get it inside to Rogers, and it's knocked away by Pittsburgh. They'll come back the other direction as we dip under 3 minutes to play. Still 5-4. Fort Scott with the lead here. Just under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Thanks again for joining us on Duckbait TV tonight on YouTube.com. Pass goes over to George, and a shot there doesn't go. Putback was blocked. And now if Pittsburgh gets the ball back, they'll go underneath, and a shot and a foul, I believe, on Fort Scott. Foul's going to go on Kylie Comstock.
13 foul. At the line for the Purple Dragons, number 21, Tessa Reed. Substitution for the Purple Dragons, number 3, Ava Herrick.
First free throw is good there. And another Pittsburgh substitution. Second free throw, that one's no good by Reed. And now another Fort Scott turnover. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, but last touch by the Lady Tigers. So we're tied at 5. Fort Scott is going to get Aubrey Yarrick into the game. Aubrey is a 5'8 sophomore, of course, the sister to Keegan Yarrick, who is on her way to Butler Community College. Be playing for the Butler Lady Grizzlies in the upcoming years. Looks like Abby Gorman is the one that checked out there for Fort Scott. 2:02 to play here in the first quarter. We're tied at 5. Thanks for joining us again, and we've got a whistle, and a travel is going to be called on Pittsburgh.
Substitution for the Purple Dragons, number 1, Jackie Hall.
So Jackie Hall will check back in. Fort Scott has the basketball back. Over to Keegan on the left side. Now into the corner to Brown for 3. Got it to go.
3-point basket by number 10, Allie Brown.
So that'll make it 8-5 in favor of Fort Scott. Hall goes the other end, but does not make the basket. Rebounded by Comstock. Pass goes inside, shot there, no good, but a foul, and it looks like Fort Scott will be heading to the free throw line. Keegan will be going to the free throw line. Odessa Reed is the one that picks up the foul for Pittsburgh. 2 free throws coming for Keegan, and she makes the first. Keegan coming into tonight, shooting 64% from the free throw line. Lady Tigers as a team shooting just under 61.5% from the free throw line. And Keegan missed the second free throw. Made the first, missed the second. It's now 9 to 5. Fort Scott with the lead. Ava Hurt with the basketball, now kicks it back around. Get it up top of the key. Now they find Jackie Hall. Shot inside, doesn't go. Rebound, Fort Scott. Three-pointer from Yarick is no good. And the rebound goes, well, it was picked up by Fort Scott. Pittsburgh, rather. J.C. Rogers hits the bucket there for Fort Scott. So that'll make it 11 to 5. Two seconds, 1 second, and it's lost out of bounds as the clock was going to 0. So that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with your score. Fort Scott 11 and Pittsburgh 5. Lady Purple Dragons started this game with first couple buckets of the contest, but now Fort Scott a little bit of a run there towards the end of the quarter, and they lead it 11 to 5 after the first 8 minutes of this one. Our first quarter sponsor tonight is Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Armstrong. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. And a huge thanks to Jamie and all of our sponsors here on Duckbait TV. Thanks for joining us here on youtube.com.
It's Tiger basketball to start the second quarter.
The Tigers will start with the basketball here to open the second 8 minutes of play. Again, Fort Scott with the lead, 11 to 5. And it looks like Rogers is going to inbound the play here for Fort Scott. Kylie Comstock gets the bucket there for Fort Scott, so that'll make it 13 to 5. So Lady Tigers get the first points of the second quarter. Drive to the bucket, shot there is no good. Rebound taken by Aubrey Yarick, ahead to Gorman. She'll cut the lane and now kicks it back around. Rogers for 3, just off the back iron, no good. That was Claire McElroy who's checked into the ball game now. Another missed shot for Fort Scott. Rebound Pittsburgh. Here's a three-pointer from Pittsburgh, missed off to the left side. Rebound Fort Scott. And the ball knocked out of bounds there. So again, Claire McElroy, 5'8" sophomore, is into the game for Fort Scott. J.C. Rogers will check back in here for the Lady Tigers at the break as Kylie Comstock will check out. (13 to 5), Fort Scott with the lead. Now we got a whistle, and Pittsburgh's going to call timeout. Their first of the game.
Timeout, Purple Dragons. 30-second timeout.
.6:33 to go here in the second quarter. Fort Scott with the lead, 13 to 5 over the Pittsburgh Lady Dragons.
It's Purple Dragon basketball.
Pittsburgh will have the ball in inbounds play, and a quick steal by Keegan Yarrick. She'll go in, lay it up, and good. So now 15-5 in favor of Fort Scott, and now a foul on Abby Gorman. That'll be her second. First team foul of the quarter. Again, if you're watching us for the first time, maybe you've been focused on football season and now just getting into high school basketball, those fouls do reset at the end of each quarter now, much like NCAA women's basketball has been for the last several years. Also, the NBA has been that way for several years as well. Here's a whistle, and looks like they're going to call jump ball. 6:05 to go in the second quarter. With that, of course, the fouls reset at the end of each quarter, but it's 5 fouls to get into the double bonus, and there is a double bonus only. So no 1-and-1 anymore in high school basketball, at least in the state of Kansas. We got a whistle, and they're going to give a 5-second call to Pittsburgh, so they'll turn it right back over. 6:05 to go here in the second quarter. (15-5), Fort Scott with the lead. Again, thanks for joining us on Duckbait TV. Pass goes in. It's deflected and stolen away. But a missed shot at the other end by Hotsy. And now she'll knock it out of bounds, going the other direction. Raven Kegler will check back in for Fort Scott. Also Kylie Comstock back in the game for the Lady Tigers. So Allie Brown, Raven Kegler, J.C. Rogers, Kylie Comstock, and Keegan Yarrick. The 5 on the floor in red right now for the Lady Tigers. And Allie Brown hits a 2-point shot there. Pittsburgh, and now we got a whistle. Looks like a foul going to be called on Fort Scott here. 5:05 to go in the second quarter. Foul's going to be on J.C. Rogers, her first. Team's second of the quarter. And Jackie Hall will come back in for Pittsburgh. 17-5, Lady Tigers with the lead. Pittsburgh with the inbounds play here. Pass goes inside, it's lost. Finally picked up by the Lady Tigers. Ahead to Keegan Yarrick, and she'll take it in and lay it in. So 19-5, Lady Tigers with the lead here. 3-pointer at the other end is no good by Pittsburgh. That was Hotsy with the 3-pointer there. Rebound chased down into backcourt by Jackie Hall. They say it was deflected by Fort Scott. So Hall able to get back there and get the rebound. And now a steal. Keegan Yarrick going the other direction. She'll lay it up and in. And we're going to get another timeout called by Pittsburgh with 4:26 to play. (21-5). It has been all Fort Scott since the early going. Again, Pittsburgh did have a couple leads early. It was 2-0. And then I believe 5-3. But it has been all Fort Scott since then, and even more so here in the second quarter. Joey Fritter is a loan officer with Open Mortgage. Open Mortgage is a multi-channel mortgage lender, believing that better is possible, constantly striving to bring a better mortgage experience to everyone. Joey can assist you in buying a home from start to finish. Our office is located at 1 East Wall Street in Fort Scott. Call today to get pre-qualified for a home loan, 620-644-8146. It's a full timeout for Pittsburgh. They are down to 3 remaining for the rest of the contest. 4:26 to play.
It's Purple Dragon basketball.
And Coach Gromer was taking every second that he could in that timeout. Lady Dragons trying to figure something out to stop this press from Fort Scott. Lady Tigers have been great since the early going, and I believe she stepped out of bounds, yes. So Jackie Hall steps out of bounds. That'll be another Pittsburgh turnover. Check those in just a minute here, as already 6 Pittsburgh turnovers. And we're not through. We're only about halfway through the second quarter. Pass goes inside to Comstock. She hits the shot. Brown will get the assist on that one. And Fort Scott increases that lead. It's now 23-5. Pittsburgh has not scored in this quarter yet. Fort Scott's done a great job defensively. Man-to-man defense with some help here. Here's Hurt. She'll drive in. Shot there. No good, but a foul. And Ava Hurt will head to the free throw line for Pittsburgh. Foul's going to go on Raven Kegler, her first. Third team foul, and now Ava Hurt at the free throw line for 2. Missed the first. Substitution as Odessa Reed will check back in for Gabby White. 23-5, Fort Scott with the lead. Second free throw on the way. That one rolls around, but rolls off the rim and no good. Raven Kegler will grab the rebound for Fort Scott. Over to Keegan. Now inside, ball deflected, loose. Still loose, finally picked back up by Allie. She'll get it to Rogers. Shot there, going to be blocked out of bounds. But Fort Scott will retain possession. Brown to inbound the basketball, gets it into Rogers, back around to Kegler. 3:10 to play here in the second quarter. Now back out to Allie, just on the outside of that big P in the middle of the court. Logo for Pittsburgh High School, and if your 3 there doesn't go for Fort Scott and Allie Brown. And now a whistle, and it looks like they're going to have a turnover here on Pittsburgh. Fort Scott back with the basketball. Now it's loose on the far sideline. Back to Brown at the top. Brown out to Kylie. Kylie dribbles on the right side wing. Now back to Raven. They'll go inside to Kylie. Turnaround shot there. Oh, it's blocked, but she got the rebound. Tries to put it back up, and this time they'll call a foul. Anna Jorge with the foul, her first. And Kylie will be at the line for 2, makes the first. Second one on the way, missed that one. Rebound is loose, finally taken by Raven Kegler, and now we got a whistle and a tie ball, it looks like. Possession will favor Fort Scott, so the Lady Tigers will keep it 24-5. Fort Scott with the lead here, 2:18 to play in the second quarter. Inbounds play goes to Allie Brown. Inside to Kylie, turnaround shot, another block. Rebound Pittsburgh. And now I think it's going to be a foul, and tough luck there for the Lady Tigers as their feet got tangled up just a little bit. That'll be the second one on Kylie Comstock.
Second personal. Entering the game for the Tigers, number 20, Claire McElroy.
First foul on Kylie Comstock, at least what they've got on the board. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound loose. And they're going to call a foul on Keegan Yarick.
Second personal. Fourth team foul.
Her second foul. Looked like Keegan got hit there, but they give the foul to her instead. And now inbounds play comes in. Shot there, no good. Put back, no good. And another Fort Scott foul. That'll be the second one on Kylie Comstock this evening. Oh, they're going to give it to Claire McElroy.
Fifth team foul. At the line for the Purple Dragons, number 4, Ana Jorge.
Ana Jorge will be at the line for Pittsburgh.
Entering the game for the Tigers, number 2, Abby Gorman. And number 25, J.C. Rogers. And for the Purple Dragons, number 20, Gabby White.
So Kylie and Raven will both check out. Abby and J.C. Rogers back in. Both free throws good by Ana Jorge. And now Fort Scott's going to call timeout. Minute 38 to play.
30-second timeout. Correction, full timeout.
And they will call it full timeout here. So Fort Scott takes their first timeout. 24-7, a minute 38 to play here in the second quarter. Fort Scott, a little bit of a slow start, but they really took control towards the back half of the first quarter and the opening moments of the second quarter. And they lead it 24-7 here over Pittsburgh. With a minute 38 to play in the second quarter. State Farm agent Kel Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote. Visit Cale's website at kalenelson.com or give him a call at 620-223-2828. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management financial advisor. Contact Chad for more information by email at chad@1842wealth.com or call Chad at 620-215-9240. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. Fort Scott with the basketball out of the timeout. They'll get it in and over to Allie Brown. It's Abby Gorman, Allie Brown, Claire McElroy, Keegan Yarick, and J.C. Rogers, the five on the floor in red right now for the Lady Tigers. Get it out to Gorman, now into the corner to Brown. Three-pointer is open again. So Allie Brown with a big three-pointer there, and now we got a whistle and another Pittsburgh turnover. Jorge with the turnover. I believe they called a travel there, and they'll give it right back to Fort Scott with a minute 16 to play. And a Lady Tiger lead here, 27-7. Now we got a whistle. And Ava Hurt will pick up a foul on the inbounds play. So third team foul on Pittsburgh. Fort Scott is already over the limit at 5. And the free throw by McElroy is good. First one. First free throw good. Second one no good. And Pittsburgh comes away with the rebound. So it's 28-7. Fort Scott with the lead. Now pass goes down into the corner, the back out. 50 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Pass goes around to Jackie Hall. It's been a while since we've called her name. Now back around to Hurt for a three-pointer in the corner. That one just a little bit too short. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Who touched it last? They'll say Fort Scott did.
Substitution for the Purple Dragons.
And now Pittsburgh will have a substitution here, as Hurt will come out and Sophia Hertrick will come in. And she will be the inbounder. And another 5-second call. That's the second one of the night on Pittsburgh here. Fort Scott's defensive pressure has done a very good job here in this first half. Bounce play comes into Alley. Now they'll get it down to Keegan on the right side wing. Back out to Brown. 28 seconds to play. Brown works it to the right. Now to Keegan back at the top. Around left side. Into the corner to Rogers. Now back to Keegan. Brown for three in the corner. Missed that one that time, but Keegan got the rebound. Drives in. Shot no good. And rebound comes down to Pittsburgh. One second. They didn't get it off in time, I don't think. And it was no good anyway. So a quick three there at the end does not go for Pittsburgh. And Fort Scott will take a halftime lead of 28-7. So the Fort Scott Lady Tigers lead this one 28-7 here at the end of the first 16 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court your Pittsburgh High School dance team. This year's team is under the direction of Taylor Schmidt and Patty Walker. This year's members include freshmen Marley Bradshaw and Brooklyn Lockmiller, sophomores Kinsey Lee, Olivia Schmidt, Grace Wilson, and Kylie Womble, juniors Jalen Bingham and Frida Ibarra, seniors Lisette Allen, Hannah Brown, Avery Harrison, and Faith Leonard. Tonight's routine was choreographed by Frida Ibarra and Hannah Brown. You shoot 2 3-pointers. If you make one, it's $50. Or you shoot 2 half-court.
So again, we're at halftime, and we got a football score up there on the scoreboard the night after the national championship game. 28-7 is your score. Fort Scott Lady Tigers with the lead over the Lady Purple Dragon. Thanks again for joining us here on Duckbait TV.
Let's go.
We've got some great sponsors.
That's the problem. It was the hat. That's what caused it. Yeah.
Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece themed blankets along with fun and unique personalized gifts. You can also now find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. H2 Painting LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2PaintingSEK or call them at 620-605-2769. Again, pretty good first half for the Fort Scott Lady Tigers. Pittsburg got the first couple of baskets of that first half way back in the first quarter, but Fort Scott was able to make a run and held them scoreless for much of the second quarter until late there and lead this one 28-7. Leading scorer right now on the floor is Allie Brown. She was the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers the last time out as well. But leading them in scoring right now with 11 points. So Allie Brown has 11 points, and Pittsburg as a team only has 7. So that's where we're sitting right now for Fort Scott. So a great first half for the Lady Tigers. So Allie was set with 11, Keegan Yarrick with 7, and Kylie Comstock with 7. In fact, Fort Scott could take their three top scorers individually would not be trailing Pittsburg right now by themselves. Allie Brown with 11 points, and then Keegan Yarrick and Kylie Comstock each have 7. And then J.C. Rogers with 2, Claire McElroy with 1. It has been a couple of years since Pittsburg has had a good group of Lady Dragons on their team. They've struggled. It's the better way to say that they've struggled the last couple of years, and it looks like they're struggling again this season as they come into to play tonight. 1-6 overall and 0-3 in the SEK. And Fort Scott is really holding them up to that as they are forcing them to struggle a little bit here in this one as well. Again, Fort Scott with the lead, 28-7 here at the break. So again, let's see, leading rebounder too, Keegan Yarrick with 6. So Keegan with 7 rebounds and 6 points. And again, the most points scored by a Lady Tiger so far this season were the 22 that Allie Brown had back on Friday at Labette County. So Allie's really stepped up big. She's hit 3 3-pointers in this game. That's 9 of the 11. And so she has really stepped up the last couple of weeks and really helping the Fort Scott Lady Tigers get going here over the last couple of games. So definitely a good thing to see. And let's talk about her, Allie on Friday night. The Lady Tigers had 3 or 4 girls in double figures. So it's not just Allie over the last couple of nights. Everybody really contributing, and we see that with the distribution of their scoring here tonight so far with their 28 points. Let's go over and take a look at Pittsburg, as I believe the Lady Dragons only have, Jackie Hall, Ava Hurt, and Anna Jorge each have 2 points for Pittsburg, and those are the leading scorers for the Lady Dragons. Odessa Reed has 1 from the free throw line. And Fort Scott has forced 9 turnovers so far, so not their biggest turnover margin in the first half of the game so far this season. But again, 9 turnovers Fort Scott has forced here in the first half, and they'll just keep going with that if they can. Of course, Lady Tigers have done a very good job with that turnover margin throughout the entire year. They have really ramped up their pressure, and it doesn't seem to matter what they throw out there. As far as pressure, they can throw a full court press, they can throw a 3/4 court press, they can pick them up at half court, and it seems that most of the time, the results are the same. A lot of times it turns into a turnover and easy points for Fort Scott on the offensive end. So that's where we're at right now. Fort Scott with the lead, 28-7 here at the break. Again, don't forget, we've got the boys game coming up next, so stay tuned for that here on Duckbait TV. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Duckbait TV. We've got some great partners that have helped us out, and of course, all of you great fans that love to watch us. Really helpful with that, or really thankful for that. And again, like I said, we've got some amazing sponsors that really helped us out this year. Excuse me. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Joey Fritter is a loan officer with Open Mortgage. Open Mortgage is a multi-channel mortgage lender, believing that better is possible. Constantly striving to bring a better mortgage experience to everyone, Joey can assist you in buying a home from start to finish. Her office is located at 1 East Wall Street in Fort Scott. Call today or get pre-qualified for a home loan at 620-644-1846. State Farm agent Cale Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote. Visit Cale's website at calenelson.com or give him a call at 620-223-2828. 1842 Wealth Management. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management financial advisor. Contact Chad for more information by email at chad@1842wealth.com or call Chad at 620-215-9240. Kind of stumbled over that one. Let me give you that contact information again. Chad Cousins at 1842 Wealth Management. Chad at 1842wealth.com, or you can call Chad 620-215-9240. Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece name blankets along with fun and unique personalized gifts. You can also now find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. And H2 Painting, LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2Painting Helps if I read the right read there. Or you could call H2 Painting at 620-605-2769. Again, thanks so much for joining us here on Duckbait TV. This has been a real pleasure for me to be able to come out and do these ball games again, get back in the swing of things, and really enjoy, especially this season with the Fort Scott Tigers and the Lady Tigers as both undefeated teams going into this one here tonight. Lady Tigers with the lead 28-7. Lady Tigers also ranked in Class 4A in the state. They are ranked number 4 in the state in 4A coming into this one here tonight. Those came out earlier today. Labette County, the only other SEK team that's ranked in the top standings in 4A. They're ranked number 6 in the top 10. Tiger boys are also ranked. We'll tell you about that in a little bit. Pittsburgh starting with the basketball to open this quarter. Jackie Hall, Ava Hurt, Gabrielle White, Odessa Reed, and Alyssa Hotsey all on the court to start this quarter for Pittsburgh. Tigers with their starting 5, it looks like as well. Raven Kegler, Allie Brown, Keegan Yarrick, Kylie Comstock, and Abby Gorman. Turnover there just a moment ago for Pittsburgh. Now Gorman's got a three-pointer. It's no good, but the rebound is good on the backside by Kylie Comstock. So Gorman with the missed three-pointer, but Comstock gets the putback, and that'll make it 30-7 in favor of the Tigers. Pass goes around to Gabby White. She'll score for Pittsburgh. So that'll make it 30-9. Fort Scott still on top. Keegan picked up her dribble out front. Now kicks it to Allie Brown, and Allie scores again. This time just inside the 3-point line. And now a turnover and a steal. Ahead to Brown. Shot blocked. It goes out of bounds, but last touch by Pittsburg.
Substitution for the Purple Dragons, number 4, Ana Jorge.
So Ana Jorge will check back in as Hurt will come out. For Pittsburgh, 5:55 to go. Ball comes into Fort Scott. We got a whistle here underneath as the shot was missed by Keegan Yorick on the inbounds play. But Abby Gorman got the rebound and then got fouled.
Foul charge at number 21, Odessa Reed, second personal. Second team foul. Entering the game for the Purple Dragons, number 11.
Foul's going to go on Odessa Reed. And now another substitution for Pittsburgh as they're going to get Sophia Hertick back in the game. Bounds play comes in. Fort Scott with it. Now we got a whistle and a tie ball, it looks like, underneath. 5:38 to go in the third quarter. It is 32-9. Fort Scott with the lead. Fort Scott keeping the ball. They go right into Kylie, and its shot is no good. But a foul will put Comstock at the free throw line.
Foul called on number 20, Gabby White. Second personal, third team foul. At the line for the Tigers, number 23, Kylie Comstock.
Kylie Comstock at the line for 2. She makes the first one there. 5:37 to play. Kylie coming into tonight, 45% shooter from the free throw line. Second free throw on the way, and that one is no good. So she made the first, misses the second. That'll make it 33-9. Pittsburgh grabbed the rebound. Down the floor comes Jackie Hall. Shot no good. Fort Scott grabbed the rebound. I believe Gorman, the one with the rebound there. Now out to Brown, out top. Back around left side to Gorman. Inside it goes to Kylie. Turnaround shot. They're going to say a blocking foul is going to be called on Gabby White. So her third foul, looks like. Third team foul, or fourth team foul. Fourth team foul in the quarter.
Third personal, fourth team foul.
And another inbound play here for the Lady Tigers. 33-9. Fort Scott with the lead. 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Hayden Turnbull will check in. White came out. Here's a three-pointer from Brown. No good. But Gorman with the offensive rebound, and now the ball is deflected out of bounds by Pittsburgh. So Hayden Turnbull is in for Pittsburgh. She is a sophomore for the Lady Dragons. Bounce play comes right into Keegan. A three-pointer, no good. Put back, no good. Another put-back try is also no good, but going to get free throws here for the Lady Tigers. Keegan missed a three. Raven missed the putback. And then Kylie missed another putback, but she will have free throws. That'll be the first foul. Well, they called the foul on number 5. They put number 5 up there, but Pittsburgh does not have a number 5. I'm assuming that's supposed to be on Ana Jorge. Well, maybe it was, maybe they just transposed it wrong and it's Jackie Hall, number 1.
Jackie Hall.
Both free throws were good there by Fort Scott.
Kylie Comstock.
Hall with a bucket at the other end. And then Comstock with another one for Fort Scott.
Substitution for the Tigers, number 1, Ray Allen. And for the Purple Dragons, number 3, Ava Herrick. And number 21, Odessa Reed.
Rayleigh Cowan, a 5'6" sophomore, is going to check in for Fort Scott here. Raymond Kegler comes out for the moment. 37-11 with just under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Three-pointer from Gorman is good.
Three-point basket by number 2, Abby Gordon.
Yeah.
42-11, and another turnover there, it looks like, by Pittsburgh. Now back in the hands of Purple Dragons, and turn it right back over.
For the Purple Dragons, number 12, Hayden Turnbull.
J.C. Rogers comes back in for Fort Scott, and now we got a whistle and a foul. Looks like it might be on J.C. Rogers.
Foul charge at number 25, J.C. Rogers. Second personal, first team foul.
So 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter here. Fort Scott with the lead, 42-11. Pass goes to the top to Jorge. Now it's stolen away, and Gorman has it back for Fort Scott. Three-pointer from Brown. That one doesn't go. Rebound on the backside by the Purple Dragons. Pass goes inside, and now it looks like a foul maybe on Gorman. It'll be on the Tigers. Oh, no, they're going to call it on Jackie Hall, an offensive foul on Jackie Hall. So they'll give it right back to Fort Scott now. And it looks like another foul on Pittsburgh.
Foul starts at number 25, J.C. Rogers. Third personal.
Well, that's a third foul on J.C. Rogers here tonight. It's the second in the quarter for Fort Scott. Pass goes to Turnbull at the top. Now they'll get it over to Hotsey. Back to the top to Reed. Now back to Hall. Hall drives to the left, now puts up a three. It's no good. Rebounded by Fort Scott. Out to Allie Brown. They'll come back left side. Pass to the elbow. They get it there to Cowan. Rayleigh puts one up. It doesn't go. And the rebound is taken by Pittsburgh. Down the court. Quick two is no good.
Jackie Hall.
Hall puts in a quick two. .30 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Fort Scott looks like they will hold for one final shot in the frame. Over to Rayleigh Cowan. Now back to Keegan. Across court it goes to Brown. 15 seconds to go. They get it to Aubrey Ark. Now to Keegan for three. It's in and out, no good. But a steal by Keegan, and she makes that one, and that should take us to the end of the quarter. It will.
After 3 quarters of play, Tigers 43, Purple Dragons 13.
So Fort Scott gets a three-pointer right there at the buzzer from Keegan Yarrick, and that'll make it 43-13 as we head to the fourth quarter of play here tonight. Fort Scott with the lead. A little bit of a slow start, but picked up rather quickly for Fort Scott. And they are in control of this one. The number 4 ranked basketball team on the girls' side in Class 4A in the top 10, ranked in the top 10. The only other SEK team in the top 10 was the one that Lady Tigers took care of last Friday night, Labette County. Lady Grizzlies are ranked number 6 in the state in Class 4A. They're now 2-2 in the SEK after the other night. Fort Scott on top of the SEK League standings at 3-0. Then Independence and Chanute are both 2-1. Labette County 2-2. Parsons is 1-2. Coffeyville also 1-2. And then the Purple Dragons are sitting in 7th place in the league at 0-3 in league play. 1-6 overall coming into tonight. Again, don't forget, at the end of this one, we'll have the boys' game as well tonight here on Duckbait TV. So stay tuned for that. Looks like Pittsburg is going to start the quarter with the basketball here. Get it to Hayden Turnbull out near the top. That looked like a travel there on a Jorge. Picked up her feet just a little bit, shuffled those feet just a little bit. Another Fort Scott turnover here. Fort Scott getting a little bit sloppy with the basketball. Kick over into the corner. Long two is no good. But rebounded on the backside by Jorge. Drive to the bucket. Layup there is good for Allie Brown.
Allie Brown.
(45-13). Fort Scott with the lead. 6.5 to play in regulation tonight. White drives to the bucket. Had it lost out of bounds, and they say it last touched White, so it'll go back over to Fort Scott. Brown kicks it to Gorman. Trying to work against this 1-3-1 zone here. Go to Keegan in the corner. Now back to Brown. Around to Gorman. She'll take one dribble to the left. Now kicks it inside. Ball's knocked around. Gorman gets it back and lays it up and in. So 47-13. Fort Scott in control of this one here. 5:43 to play in the fourth quarter. And another Pittsburgh turnover.
Substitution for the Purple Dragons, number 5, Riley Mantu.
So Pittsburgh back with the basketball. 47-13 is your score. Fort Scott with the lead. We are in that running clock position here in the fourth quarter now. Pass goes inside. It's lost out of bounds. It'll go back to Fort Scott. Lady Tigers are going to have some subs here as Rayleigh Cowan will check in. Aubrey Yarick back into the game. Also J.C. Rogers on the floor. They will join Kylie Comstock and Keegan Yorick. Pass goes to Cowan on the right side, and it's turned over. Steal there by Hotsey, and she got fouled on the way to the basket. Or no? Did it go out of bounds? I think it went out of bounds. Like some contact, but they give it back over to Fort Scott, and they get it down inside. Aubrey Yarick with the bucket there. 49-13, Fort Scott with the lead. Drive in, shot there, no good by Jorge. She got the rebound, and she'll go to the free throw line for two.
Foul charge at number 24, Aubrey Yorick, first personal, first team foul.
Jorge will get up, got up slowly, but will get up, and we'll now have some free throws here for Pittsburgh.
At the line for the Purple Dragons, number 4, Ana Jorge.
First free throw is good.
Entering the game for the Tigers, number 15, Mary Malone.
And Mary Malone will check in, a 5'9" freshman for the Lady Tigers. Her first action in a while. Aubrey Yarick checks out. Second free throw is no good. Sub here is
Dragons, number 23, Jamaria Zachary.
and Aubrey Yarick gets a bucket at the other end for the Lady Tigers. So quickly in and down the court, Fort Scott comes. It's now 51-14. Lady Tigers with the lead. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound for Pittsburgh. They get it to Hall. She'll put up a shot, and it got stuck for a moment, but falls off. And now Fort Scott grabs the rebound. I believe Cowan pulled that one down for the Lady Tigers. Three-pointer from Yarick, and that one's a little too short. And now Keegan will come out. So Keegan out, Allie Brown back on the floor for Fort Scott. 51-14, Lady Tigers with the lead. Three-pointer there by Hall is good. Just came right down the floor and buried one. We head towards a minute to play. Pass deflected. Mary got a hold of it, but I think she was out of bounds, yeah. So they will give it back over as we dip under a minute to go. Gabby White is checked back in for Pittsburgh. Three-pointer from Hall. That one doesn't go. We got a whistle here. Foul is on Rayleigh Cowan. Be an inbound play here for Pittsburgh. They'll get it into, I believe that's Rayleigh with it. She'll drive all the way down. Shot there is good. So Rayleigh Cowan gets the bucket. That'll make it 53-17. Two seconds, 1 second. Pittsburgh tries a shot at the buzzer. It doesn't go. And that will end this one here tonight with your final score, Fort Scott 53 and Pittsburgh 17. So again, your final score: Fort Scott 53, Pittsburg 17, as the Lady Tigers come away with a victory here tonight over the Pittsburg Lady Dragons. Again, don't forget, we've got the boys game coming up next, so stay tuned for that. We'll give you more instructions on that in just a few minutes. Just stay on and refresh your computer in just a little bit. We'll tell you why in just a little bit here. But again, Fort Scott with the win. Final score 53-17 over the Pittsburg Lady Dragons. We'll get the scoring here in just a few moments as again, Fort Scott with a big second quarter especially. So a big second quarter, especially for the Lady Tigers as they come away victorious here tonight. And again, the final score 53-17. Let's take a look at those stats here. First for the Lady Tigers. Leading scorer, again, Allie Brown, 15 points. Kylie Comstock with 14 points tonight for the Lady Tigers, and then Keegan Yarrick with 10. So 3 Lady Tigers in double figures here this evening. Abby Gorman had 5 for Fort Scott. Aubrey Yarrick 4. Rayleigh Cowan had 2, and J.C. Rogers had 2, and then Claire McElroy had a free throw, so 1 for Claire as well in this one. Fort Scott leading rebounders. Again, I may be off just a little bit, but I've got Keegan Yarrick with 6 rebounds, Kylie Comstock with 5, Abby Gorman and Raven Kegler each with 3, so some pretty good rebounding performances there for Fort Scott in this one as well. Let's take a look at the Pittsburgh stats as the Lady Dragons lose this one here this evening. Their leading scorer was Jackie Hall. She had 9 points on the floor for Pittsburgh tonight. Anna Jorge had 3, Ava Hurt had 2, Gabrielle White had 2, and Odessa Reed had 1 in this one here tonight. They were led in the rebounding category by Jorge with 7. Jackie Hall had 5, Odessa Reed with 3. And then Fort Scott forced 20 turnovers in this one tonight. They are averaging forcing 17.4 turnovers per game, and they were just a little bit over that again tonight. Defensively, they forced 20 turnovers from Pittsburgh here this evening. So, again, a big night for the Lady Tigers as they come away with a victory this evening. In this one, again, the final score 53-17. Lady Tigers improved to 8-0 overall, 4-0 in the SCK League. Pittsburgh, with the loss, will fall to 1-7 overall and 0-4 in the SCK. Again, we've got some great sponsors and partners that help us out a lot and have helped us out this season. As we'll run through those one more time. H2 Painting LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at Facebook.com/H2PaintingSCK or call them at 620-605-2769. Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece name blankets along with fun and unique personalized gifts. You can also now find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/ShopHighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management Financial Advisor. Contact Chad for more information by email at chad@1842wealth.com or call Chad at 620-215-9240. State Farm Agent Cale Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote. Visit Cale's website at calenelson.com or give him a call at 620-223-2828. Joey Fritter is a loan officer with Open Mortgage. Open Mortgage is a multi-channel mortgage lender, believing that better is possible, constantly striving to bring a better mortgage experience to everyone. Joey can assist you when buying a home from start to finish. Her office is located at 1 East Wall Street in Fort Scott. Call today to get pre-qualified for a home loan at 620-644-8146. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Again, a big win for the Lady Tigers here tonight as they win the first game of this girl-boy doubleheader. Fort Scott with the victory. Again, the final score in the girls' game is 53-17. Fort Scott with the win here tonight. And we'll do tonight, just like we've done most all season. Again, we are going to stop the broadcast here, and we are going to reset things and get ready for the boys' game coming up in just a few minutes. So give us about 5 to 10 minutes, and then refresh whatever you're watching us on, your phone, your tablet, your computer, your smart TV, whatever you might be watching us on. Give us about 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10, and then refresh whatever you're watching us on, and we should be up and running with the boys' game. So, again, thanks for joining us tonight. The Lady Tigers with the win this evening, 53-17, your final score. Fort Scott beats Pittsburg in the girls' game tonight. Stay tuned, boys' game coming up next. This is Duckbait TV on YouTube.com.